that's Laura's part.
It's always Laura's part. I want to do it for once.
I'm sure I don't know why. Ingenues are such sticky, spineless things.
But I want to be sticky.
There's so much more to a good character role.
Then you play the mother.
I'd like to, but I don't think Ernest will let me.
I certainly wouldn't. That is Winifred's part.
All right. I just thought I'd have my say.
And Tony will play your son.
Huh. Is that the best I could do?
Don't worry, Winifred. I don't like it any more than you do.
And what's the matter with you?
Me play her son? I wouldn't know the first thing to do.
Try hopping up and down on one foot.
Another joke? Good for you, Winifred.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself.
The reason I can't play the part is because I've never been a son. Oh, I had parents, wonderful parents, so wonderful that at the age of 6, they decided I'd been a mistake, that they didn't want me. They decided they'd want to laugh. That's what they did best. They laughed at things they didn't understand, the way Winifred does.
They were probably very cruel. Am I?
If I say yes, you'll think I'm feeling sorry for myself. And if I say no, I'll be lying.
I never intend to be cruel, Tony. There's something humiliating about letting yourself go. I think you can play my son.
All right, I will.
And Laura will be your sweetheart. You just become engaged, and you bring her home to meet your mother.
Well, what will you play, Ernest?
I am a friend of the family. Wealthy, handsome, dashing, influential, wise. The backbone of the play. I resolve the conflict in the end.
Does there have to be a conflict?
Of course. You ever heard of a play without a conflict?
Well, what will it be? Am I in it?
Yes. Winifred doesn't like you because you're stealing her son. And she's a fighter. She is determined to break up the engagement. But it so happens that you're a fighter too. Neither of you will give in. Conflict.
And how do you propose to resolve that?
You're jealous of Laura because you're lonely and have nobody but Tony to love. So I will marry you, and that will solve everything.
Won't Tony's father object?
He's dead.
That's the part I want to play.
And Tony and I get married?
Yes.
I'm so glad you thought of a happy ending, Ernest. I don't know how you thought of it. It's perfect. Well, say the first line.
Give me a minute. My boy, this is a very serious step you're about to take. Marriage is the most important event in a man's life. And a woman's too. Be sure, my children, be terribly sure that you love each other. Enough.
Of course she loves my son. When he was 3, his governess cut her throat for unrequited love.
I do love him. I do, I do, I do. Just the sight of him, the sound of his voice, the touch of his hands. The way his eyes crinkle up in the corners when he smiles.
How sticky can you get?
Wasn't that line all right? It's a sentimental comedy.
It's a farce.
You're both wrong. It's a drama.
What difference does it make? We don't mean what we're saying. It doesn't make sense.
You don't like it?
It's not a question of liking.
Now look here, Tony. I have been to theater a great deal longer than you have, and I'm tired of you telling me how to do things.
But it's pointless if we don't believe in ourselves, isn't it?
You're right, Winifred. Rocks. Big ones.
Yes.
Please, let's keep going. It spoils it if we stop after every line.
Come here, son. Sit down. For heaven's sakes, give me your hand. Now, tell me, how did you meet?
We met.
Where, my boy? That's the important thing. I've always felt that one should be very careful when one falls in love. Now, in my case...
Ernest!
What's the matter? I was just about to give a nice bit of cake.
It's not your scene. Now, how did you meet?
I don't know.
Try.
Ernest, how did we meet?
On a bus.
On a bus.
On a bus.
We were sitting together.
In the same seat.
I'd lost my purse.
She hadn't any money.
Paid my fare.
It was only 10 cents.
The conductor was about to throw me off. It was awfully funny.
I almost died laughing.
Say something, Ernest.
Well, oh, what's the use? The audience will be walking out in a minute.
God, I wish we could.
We've got
don't know.
You don't know.
Darling.
You're supposed to be happy in the scene. Happy and self-assured. You're a fighter.
Oh my God, Ernest, we can't all be fighters.
Once I was walking down a crowded street. My mother and father were in front of me, arm in arm. I was very small. Suddenly, I stopped walking, and they kept on, not noticing. I remember people filling the gap between us. Before I knew it, they were gone. I was alone. I think I was happy then. That's the only time.
Well, you should have.
Go on, Winifred! Say something brittle and smart.
I was going to. Tony, I want
You
to be
weren't
kind.
acting, Tony. That really happened.
I know.
Don't you see you're supposed to be happy in this scene?
Never mind, Laura. He's helpless.
There's plenty of time, Ernest.
Is there? The state measures won't help this forever. We've been out here a lifetime already.
You're always so impatient.
We've completely lost track of the play. We're not doing anything the way we planned it.
Maybe it's better this way.
It'd be so simple if you'd only act.
He's doing the best he can.
Why give me their attention? Let me take the stage for a while.
Stop barging in and taking control of everything. You cast him the part, now give him a chance.
How much of a chance does he need?
He's doing the best that he knows, and I think he's doing very well. Did you hear me, Tony? I was defending you.
I know. Even though I wasn't doing a very good job.
I've never defended anyone in my life.
Because you thought it's humiliating to let yourself go.
Shall we go on with the play?
If you want to.
Where were we?
Well, you were asking.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Are you happy?
Nothing's any clearer. Life's composer spinning like a pinwheel. The world is inside now, as it always has been. But something happened. It's easier.
What's happened?
You were kind.
Wonderful. The only thing of us, you might at least think of the
Tony,
audience.
you're supposed to be in love with me.
I don't love you, and I won't pretend that I do.
But that's all you can do. That's all any of us can do. That's all there is. Pretend.
Yes, that's all there is, but that's not all there can be. For just a second, there was something more. The only right thing that's happened since I come down here. And if that's not part of the play because it's wrong, then I don't want to be part of the play either.
What are you going to do?
There's only one thing I can do.
You wouldn't dare leave.
Why not? Because of them? I have nothing to give them, Ernest, except for myself, and apparently that's not good enough.
Tony, the stage manager, what will he do to you?
I don't even care anymore. He's convinced you that the play is the most important thing. He's convinced you all of it. And I will not respect nor fear someone who has such high values and hypocrisy. He can damn me if he wants to.
Tony? Don't you wonder about me?
Will you come with me, Winifred? I'd like that.
Tony, I would, but there's a difference between us here. You've tried and I haven't. Your conscience is free and mine's laden with all the things I haven't yet said and done, so I can't go just yet.
Can you come back?
Not after this. You'll never see the inside of a theater again.
The play is ruined. Disappointment's not new to me. Things are always going to be so wonderful, and then they never are. That's all right, I tell myself. It's just the way it is. There's nothing you can do about it. But this time, there was something I could have done. And I don't know what it is.
Poor Tony. The kid was no actor. Anybody could tell that. I don't even see how he got the job. He didn't have anything. No experience, no imagination. None of the things that you've got to have to be a success on stage. Thank God I've never been worried like that. If I had, I wouldn't be what I am today.
And what are you today, Ernest?
What?
I said, what are you today?
What a ridiculous question, Winifred. You know perfectly
Yes,
well.
I know. But do you? Sitting there smugly back, shaking your head over poor Tony. He's the only one of us who made a go of it.
What are you talking about? I was doing an excellent job until this happened.
Oh, Ernest.
Wasn't I?
Do you want me to tell you? Shall I put into words what you're being today?
I have always believed very strongly in my own abilities and the chance they gave me for success. They have placed me in this monopoly of other people. I have always been sure I can handle any situation, any circumstance, and act with precision and wisdom. It success that I built my life upon. If I lose it, I lose myself. No, Winifred, I don't want you to tell me. I have no need of your opinion. It is unimportant. It means nothing to me. As long as the audience likes.
And that's all that matters, isn't it? Their approval. And this is our play, an improvisation, acting parts so different from ourselves and trying to keep ourselves hidden. Why do we do it? Because that stage manager said so? A pathetic yearning for applause? By the way, whatever became of the play?
I don't understand you, Winifred.
Never mind, Laura. Shall we go on with the play?
We should, but I can't be disappointed again.
Oh, Ernest and I will help you. Won't we, Ernest?
Why, of course, Winifred.
All we need to do is think of some way to go on with the scene without Tony. How about it, Ernest? Any suggestions?
Give me a minute. I'll think of something.
Laura, any ideas?
You do it, Winifred. You do it.
Okay, you could have gone into the kitchen to get something. You could have gotten sick.
Quick, a telephone call. That's always good.
Oh, yes, a telephone call. He's been offered a job, and he had to leave right away.
That's it. We'll make something of it after all.
The lights.
What about them? They're still the same, aren't they?
The play is ended.
And we haven't done anything.
What's happened? It's dark again. I don't understand.
Poor Ernest. At last you don't understand.
But the audience.
Still
What about
worrying
them?
about them, Ernest? Don't you see? They're just like us. Except when the curtain falls and the house lights come up. They'll have to go on. Improvising.